Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about AI in arts.
The first question that came to our mind is how the use of AI affects the originality of a piece of artwork. We can analyze from the philosophy, art, language, and legal perspectives. For philosophers, in existentialism, authenticity is the degree to which a person's actions are congruent with their values and desires, despite external pressures to social conformity. One philosopher, Soren Kierkegaard, believes that originality is finding an authentic faith and being true to themselves. It is a personal choice based upon the experience of the real world. While Immanuel Kant thinks that original work should be produced through free play of the imagination, a process which doesn't consist following rules, can neither be learned nor taught.
There are four criteria to define originality in art field, and the first one is unique style of the artist to make people realize them. Another one is the innovative techniques, which may sometimes challenge the traditional art. One of the well-known examples is the Lucico Fontana. He proposed that why we don't draw a 3D artwork instead of making a 2D painting looks like three-dimensional. And because of the idea involved, his artwork has sold more than 29.1 million US dollars. And the third one is the conceptual approach, which the artwork may involve some thought-provoking subject. And the last one is the personal expression, which they may express their emotion or opinions towards a certain issue through the artwork. There are different types of writing in language field, and I will introduce the three major text types. For creative writing, originality involves a unique narrative, characters, and the literary style. For the poetic expressions, which also mean poem, it involves the use of words which they may create some evocative language. For linguistic research, experts will explore new methodologies to understand the language structure or the meaning of words in other culture.
For this cutting edge technology, let's discuss this issue in a legal perspective. The intellectual properties is the most prominent with this current state of AI. There are only fake statement on the originality of AI generated properties. However, most laws use the term person in regards of property owner or author. Many in this discipline interpret that AI artwork will not be recognized as original. Now let's use a legal example to delve deeper into the issue. There's a case in the US which somebody attempted to copyright an artwork generated by artificial intelligence. The main argument is the computer system is owned by the artwork creator, the copyright should be issued and transferred to the person who generated it as the machine owner. However, on the other side, the reasons for rejecting this is because there's an oversignificance of AI used in the process of making, which is not entitled to copywriting protection because it was not the product of human authorship. This is the artwork aforementioned. It's called A Recent Entrance to Paradise. It is created and named by image generator. Besides US, on the other hand, some countries seems to have a different view on AI generated images. The South Africa government granted a patent to DABUS, an AI creativity machine. It however faced heavy backlash despite setting an unprecedented example. Moving forward to the future, people currently view AI-generated artworks as unoriginal, yet there are still potential for it to be recognized as original. New laws should be improvised for better regulation in the future.
Now we come to the common definition of originality. The concept involved is called Basc creativity. Unlike literacy creativity, which is solely a problem-solving process in our daily life, Basc creativity means the creation of an entirely new things, such as a theory or ideas. People with this creativity will challenge the existing law and explore the possibility of new things.
Once we specify the extent to which the use of AI affects the originality of artworks, we further consider a more practical question. Should AI-generated arts be allowed to compete with human arts in major competitions? In order to address this issue, we should firstly focus on the goals or purposes of art competitions. Art competitions usually aim to provide artists with opportunities to showcase their talents, motivate and inspire creativity, and seed potential artists. Then we proceed on to explain how interdisciplinary approach facilitates answering the question. Firstly, from technology perspective, we focus on the mechanism of AI tools in arts. The earliest stage is the algorithmic art, which appears in 1973. It requires artists to write detailed code and set rules for the machine. Then the algorithm creates artwork following a set of rules. In 2014, GAN was invented, which stands for Generative Adversarial Networks. It learns a specific aesthetic from input images and generates images according to the aesthetic. In 2017, CAN, which stands for Creative Adversarial Network, was invented. From algorithmic art to GAN to CAN art, less human participation are involved and more creative outputs are seen. Given the astonishing pace of technology advancement, we can even imagine that more powerful AI will appear in the near future. Now back to the goals of competitions. It seems that if AI arts are allowed to compete with human arts, the first two goals can still be achieved. As for the third goal, whether it can be achieved depends on whether we consider the algorithm inventor as artist. However, a single discipline view merely from technology perspective is limited and incomprehensive, since we ignore the properties of art itself and the ethical things behind it. To give an answer to the question, we should take an interdisciplinary view.
So, as we all acknowledge the importance of interdisciplinary, how can different disciplines work together to handle this situation? Our group has thought of three disciplines: tech, arts, and ethics. Some might say that contestants are banned from using AI software to assist their work for competitions. However, it's really common to use AI for tedious work for artists, and AI also helps artists to experiment with new styles and techniques. In our opinion, we think that AI should be allowed to participate in these competitions only when an interdisciplinary team successfully comes up with a solution, including the detection of AI based on the originality of the art. Let's first talk about ethics first. As different groups of people have different perspective and definition of an original art piece, ethics professionals in an interdisciplinary team should discuss and come up with a commonly agreed definition of originality for the competition to ensure fairness. For example, they should gather opinions and voices from different parties from various backgrounds, such as philosophers, artists, etc. Now, moving on to the next discipline, arts. Certain AI algorithms have typical patterns or styles that are unique to generated or assisted works. Artists in an interdisciplinary team could provide expertise in identifying certain artistic styles during the machine learning process or provide insights into the participant's background and history. Last but not least, the tech discipline. With recent advancement in AI technology, AI art generators have become more powerful than ever. Tech professionals should write relevant programs in machine learning technology, using new technologies such as metadata analysis, reverse image search, to detect the use of AI in the artwork. The algorithm should be able to quantify and show the estimated percentage of involvement of AI in the artwork. Now, to conclude, AI-generated art should be allowed in the competitions only when the definition of originality is compromised and the use of AI could be checked and quantified to ensure that it will not disrupt the purpose of competition. Here are some few questions that we would like our viewers to think about after this video. The first question is, some people might worry that AI may lower people's creativity. So to what extent should AI be used for education, especially for youngsters who really need a high level of creativity? The second question is, do you think that AI one day will replace human in the creative industry? For example, music, literature. Given that AI now is already so powerful that it can generate or mimic at least human artworks. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you.